My name is José Soto and I'm the music specialist at Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. Thank you for watching our videos on Let's Be Creative with the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. I have to tell you that this is a little bit intimidating for me because I'm used to teach in person and I usually like to interact with my students, but I think this is another good way of teaching and I want to give it a try. Today, I want to teach you how to play pieces, but today we're going to start by learning how to tune the guitar. I'm using a tuner which you can use to tune different instruments. This is the tuner I use to tune my violin, my harp, my guitar, any other instrument. But today we're we're focusing on tuning the guitar. The first thing that you need to do is know the names of the strings. So this is E, A, B, G, B, and E. I have to admit that was a little bit difficult for me when I first started to learn the guitar, but I had a friend, he said, why don't you do the formula? And I was like, what do you mean with the formula? He said, eat apples daily, grow big ears. And just like that, there's 100 different ways of learning these names of the strings. You get to pick one. This is the one I know, and this is the one I like. Eat apples daily, grow big ears, and you're welcome to use that. So next thing that we're gonna do, now that you know that this is E or eat, remember about eat, you have to pluck your string with your right hand, and you have to move the peg with your left hand, and make sure you know which peg you're moving and which string you're plucking. You don't know how many times I get my students saying, oh no, I don't hear the difference, and they keep plucking, but they keep moving a different peg and the string just poof, breaks. So literally what I have them do is grab, look at your string and go all the way to the peg and make sure you see where this one is connecting with. With time, you just know which one goes with, but for at the beginning, please do that. So this is E. I have my tuner. It's showing right now that it's a little bit low. So how do I make it higher? The way you make it higher, if you go away from your body, you're gonna make it higher. If you go towards your body, you're gonna make it lower. Okay, right now it's low, so we wanna go away from our body. Now it's showing green and it shows that the needle it's right in the middle. That means that it's right in tune. Okay, and sometimes it's just like a tiny bit lower, a tiny bit higher, because the sound you do the plucking and then it starts going down. So make sure you pluck a few times and you keep adjusting. And that's what you do for every single string. Let's say you're gonna do the next string, which is A, or remember our formula, apple, eat, apple, it's supposed to be A. It's showing that it's right in tune. And let's say that this is the first sound you got. It's showing that it's really high. So we have to make it lower. You move it towards yourself. Showing a green line and the needle's right in the middle. You continue doing that with every single string. However, something that was really difficult for me was when I first started learning how to play the guitar and I didn't know the letters of the string. And let's say that I heard that sound, this sound, it's a C, it's right in tune. So if you don't know your formula, if you don't know that this is supposed to be an E, it's really difficult, because a lot of people think, look, it's showing green. Yeah, it's showing green, but it's a different note. It's showing that right now it's a C. And how do I know if I have to go lower or I have to go higher? Well, think about the alphabet. It's C lower than E, or it's higher than let me say this again. Is E lower than C on the alphabet, or is C higher than E? I think E it's higher because it's after the C. So we're gonna go away from my body. We're gonna go higher. We keep doing. We're gonna pass C, more letters until we find the letter we're looking for. E. Now that we got the E, that's E, but it's showing it's really close. We have to get it right in the middle. Right in the middle to make it into it. So now if I plug my strings, should be really close. Remember that there are many ways to tune the guitar. Some people use the piano, some people use the tuner, some people do it by ear. I think when you're a beginner, it's a good way to tune your guitar by using a tuner. It's a really good way because it helps a lot, and usually takes a lot of time for a beginner to memorize the sounds of the strings. So definitely use a tuner. You will get to the point where you can do it just by ear, and which is also a really good way because that means that you know your instrument really well. But don't feel ashamed for using a tuner. I hope this was helpful. I will have more videos to show you how to play pieces next week. But hopefully you have a guitar and a tuner and you start using those devices really soon. Thank you so much, and again, keep watching our videos on Let's Be Creative with the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts.